Welcome everybody to Two Man Power Trip, the Black Man starting the nerd lifestyle. I'm Nicholas, Mr. Go with the Flow,
And I'm the man with the plan, Maurice.
and we're back with another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast. What's up, co-host?
What's good, bro? What's good?
Big Zilla in the 5'3" Illa from Tokyo, Black Anime Podcast number 202 in the building. What's up?
What's good, bro? What's good?
Hey man, how was your week? How's your week going in so far? Let's step straight in the vibe, guys.
It's been a long week, bro.
Yep, say that again.
It's just been, work has been long. This car search has been long. This week in general has just been a mess.
Oh yeah.
Over it.
Shit, I mean that encompasses all, don't it? It's life. How's work?
Work was long.
Yep.
I was in shipping hell on the first 2 days of the week, and this week it's just been issues, troubleshooting.
Shit, it's been a spooky ass time.
It's just been a long week.
Yeah,
It's just been a long week.
Yeah, man, I hear you for sure there. Yeah, on my end, long week, heavy stuff, weird stuff. Today was a certainly interesting thing indeed.
Really?
Yeah. So this morning I didn't go to work today. This morning I got woken up out of my bed around five something, and I heard my mother calling me and stuff like that. And I went over there, and she told me to call 911.
Oh no!
Because something was happening with her. So obviously I went to figure out what get the emergency and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So EMS came and picked her up, and I went with her to the hospital, and we was on standby and stuff like that. But I was there. My aunt had just kind of woken up to us at the same time, and she was checking on us as we was getting the EMS and all that stuff together to head over to the hospital. So I rode in the ambulance with her. We went over there. We was chilling for a while. She was checked out by the doctor and the nurse and stuff like that. And then she got discharged, sent a couple stuff. I picked up the antibiotics like later on in the day and stuff like that. But yeah, we got back. She's all right, recovering, resting and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely one of those kind of out of nowhere, out of blink kind of life comes at you kind of wild and fast. But yeah, that's today already after a wild week. That was a spooky add-on to that, waking me out of my bed at 5 to a whole stressful situation.
Listen, prayers to moms. I hope she has a very speedy recovery. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, she's chatting over there right now. She on the phone telling everybody that happened. I got calls throughout the day and stuff like that. I was rerouting lines and figuring out stuff and maneuvering because it was on me. So I was there. I was keeping my sister abreast, everybody else. I took notes and stuff like that with the doctor and nurse were saying and stuff like that. But overall, yeah, man, appreciate it.
Yeah, because man, listen.
Yeah. Them spooky out of nowhere 5 a.m. calls to 911 and emergency and EMS and shit like that. Them shit's wild.
Yeah, I've been through that a couple of times with both parents. So yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's just to add on to we gonna be talking about more of the wildness of stuff that happened this week for sure. But yeah, let's switch into some off the cuff discussions this week. All right, so off the cuff discussions that I'm bringing to the table this week. I just wanted to ease into it nice and easy here. I wanted to talk about a favorite memory at a con, any kind of con that either I've been to, you've been to, that we've been to together. Like just a favorite memory of a con that just comes to mind. Like whether it be a panel, an event, something that was there, some just interactions and stuff like that you had a really fond memory of. But anything that like strictly comes to mind. It doesn't have to be like the best, but like what a good memory of a con comes to mind.
That dream con panel that we had went to where there was improv in. That's one.
Yeah, I got the same thing on mine. And my melt was strong. I literally put my shit. My memory is always the LeBron's kneecap joke.
Yeah,
that is a high level. That is a high level niggatry type joke, man. That was quality on 300 that only a few select people could understand because of the nigga that was there. Like the mere fact that he had to guess, and it was the bronze kneecap from Fairly Odd Parents, that little weird rival of the Crimson Shin, only for this nigga to be like, yo, it hurts. Sometimes it stops him from winning games. We was like,
Yo,
what is this nigga talking about? Oh, he was like, I got it mixed up. I thought you said LeBron's knee. Yo, that shit was too funny. That was 4D chess joke.
yeah.
I
Oh
was like,
man.
that was that Abbott Elementary type of black writing. That shit was
Yeah.
gems. I will never forget that. My reaction
Never.
was, I was sitting down and that shit was so funny. I had to get up. I had to get up and make a face at the camera. That was breaking the fourth wall type funny type.
Yeah, but another one is us meeting Walter Jones.
Yes. Big shout outs, and I was in the fit and
Right?
stuff. That was good times. That was good times indeed. I agree with that. Definitely all black excellence amazingly on these cons and stuff like that. Shit. We might run back into DreamCon 2025. We'll see if
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if stuff is in order. But like, yeah, the shit. The memories and the good times, especially with these black cons, is always amazing for sure.
Yeah. So plenty of good memories.
Oh, definitely. Always a good time at con when the peoples come together for sure.
Yeah, that time we met Black, Jack, and all of them at Brooklyn Comic Con is another one.
That too.
So,
that's another one with Brooklyn Comic Con meeting up with other Psycho Gold as well.
Yeah, the wrestling ring.
Yeah, wrestling ring too. Yeah, every time when they decide to actually put it up.
Yeah, so
yeah. Did Black ref one of them?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if he ref. Did he ref this? I remember images. I definitely think I saw Stan. Did Stan wrestle? I think this year.
Stan definitely wrestled at one of them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, shout outs to the homies that you gotta love when people decide to put wrestling somewhere and you know the homies get work.
Yeah.
That's always nice, and they in front of a good audience and stuff like that. So that's what's up. Yeah.
So definitely plenty of good.
Always, and there will always be more when more cons pop up and stuff.
Yep.
So let's switch into our third segment of the evening, nerd/reboot news. So few couple nerdy reboot and just kind of world news at this point. To start off, I just want to talk about to kick off the week that began. We found out that legendary composer and everything under the sun, like musical, just genius and just so much stuff you got to see into his work and how much hands he got on every pod creation. But we lost Quincy Jones. Like
2024 strikes again, man.
Whoa, boy! Talk about the legends that we are losing this year. It's already iconic enough, man. It's crazy.
Facts, bro. This is. I'm like, come on,
Quincy. Shit is crazy, but I mean, long, full life with. Yeah. You could imagine any of your favorite artists and stuff like that, and he, like shit. I think I just found out today that he had a hand in Frank Sinatra's "Fly Me to the Moon." I wasn't even sure on that, but like I didn't know that. But like his musical influence is all over, from Michael Jackson to just so many things, man. So many things, and so many things you probably didn't know of. Just research and just he's history maker, creator, stuff like that. Fresh Prince, just so much, man. So much.
Quincy did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's Quincy deserves friggin' a weekend worth of just saying out all his accomplishments and his connections of what he created and great and all this shit, man.
Real.
Yeah, shit's crazy, man. We just keep on losing major legends and stuff like that. This is one of those years for sure.
For real. We still got one more month left.
Well, speaking of how shitty a certain month can get, we got a winner of a presidential election so far. Yeah, man. Trumpy is back.
So figure. I'm like, oh, wow.
4 more years. I don't know how it happened. We can speculate on X, Y, and Z and everything formulating into getting us to this point, but somehow we have walked ourselves back into this point.
I'm sure the fourth one didn't see this coming.
Boy, when we started this podcast, he was right on his ways out and stuff like that before we was even posting shit like that. He was right on his way out, and now now we gonna live in a podcast era where he back in. That's wild. That's how long we've been doing this shit.
Yeah, for real.
Shit is nuts, man.
Sunday excursion was a sign.
Shit, that's it, man. It's just we gonna have to see how January rolls around and what kind of more crazy events could happen between now and that's sworn in, and then past that, and just a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of messy shit. It's gonna be messy, but I mean, it's gonna be a long 4 years. That's all I know.
2025 look like it's gonna be a wild one.
Yep. We already sitting for some bullshit for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So next on the news docket, this was announced about a week or so ago.
Blade?
Or about 2 weeks or something.
Huh? You said Blade? Huh? Oh, was that just
no? Please.
Please.
Was
that just whispers in the ear?
Bro, that's the only Blade and Marvel connection we getting is that shit in zombies that we talked about. That's the only Blade you getting. And for some reason, he wearing a Moon Knight costume, so I'm confused on all of that shit. But I'm gonna leave Marvel Zombies to explain what the hell going on in that. But on other interesting notes, though, we get a new scary movie, and it was announced by Marlon Wayans.
Yes, I did peep that.
Yeah, but did you also peep that they had an interview I think, what was it? It was either today or yesterday or however gone, but they interviewed Regina, and then I think they talked with Anna Faris, and they're interested in coming back. Anna didn't want to come back if Regina wasn't in, and Regina says she's ready to come back. So we definitely gonna have a crew set up for that. We got the best parts of Scary Movie. Cindy and Brenda about to come back, so we getting the subtle connections of the movies and stuff like that. I think even Carmen Electra said she want to come back, so it's like we getting the full like classic Scary Movie 1, Scary Movie 2 type vibes coming back with this shit. So that's good shit.
Pop out, very interesting.
Hey man, I love to see it. I love to hear it, and hopefully, I mean they cook up in the studios and stuff like that. Scary Movie ain't been hitting since about like 3, so they got money to work with. So
they do. So we just gotta wait and see what happens.
Yeah. Let them be in the kitchen cooking shit, and I seen some social media content creators and stuff like that trying to throw their hat in the ring to get the opportunities and stuff like that. We'll see how that rolls, because that's a double-edged sword. Sometimes you social media funny and not movie funny, but we'll see. That's true. We'll see if people translate who gets the opportunity and shit like that. You know, the Wayans is gonna put them through the fire for them to get into the movie anyway. So yeah, usually they'll pick good. So we'll see how that rolls.
Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes for real.
Yep. So next up on the docket, I just seen post from last week, but apparently there's a new Gundam statue in Osaka.
I saw something about that. It don't move though, right?
I think this is a standard one, stationary. But I think this is now the new statue around since the other one's gone. I still don't know what they're fully replacing over that section with and stuff like that. I would imagine it feels super empty without a giant robot mech over there. So I don't know if they want to, polish up and bring something else over there, but it'd be interesting. I'd be here if they want to put the Gurren Lagann over there. But yeah, I mean, hey man,
we got to see it.
Yeah. The iconic parts and shit like that, and then they got this in Osaka. That's pretty cool too. I mean, I'm always here for some Gundam statues being out there for sure. You never know when you need a Gundam statue to just activate out of nowhere.
Right, if things go left.
Yep, get it going.
Go Gundam.
Facts for sure. All right, so following up on the narrative reboot news. Just shout outs because we've been busy and we've been off these last couple of weeks and stuff like that, so we didn't really get to big shout outs and big respect to us. But 4 to 3 years in this podcast game for sure. 4 years out here working, and 3 years out here posting for sure. So shout outs to us. Blerd By Nature. Yeah, Blerd By Nature out here still cooking, still working, and being on that grind. But shout outs, you always got to give appreciation and respect to where we come from and where we going to. As always, man, we working, we grinding, we got these episodes, we got these guests. It's all been good. It's been a good time, man.
Yeah, it's been good. Like I said, life just been lifing, but it's,
yeah, for sure.
We're still here.
We finally getting the time to chat and put this stuff out here for sure. So big respects and shout outs for that for sure. And last bit of nerd and reboot news we got. The series that I talked about, I think last time I was on here with Over the Garden Wall. They finally released their so it was their like 10-year anniversary, and for the 10-year anniversary, they decided to pick up like a scene from the special and do like a 2-minute stop motion animation working on it with like Cartoon Network's team on it and stuff like that. It came out phenomenal. It was like, I think about like 2 to 3 minutes, but it's like, you know how stop motion animation is some of the hardest shit to work on because you gotta put the camera on and move these people slightly every so second. So them they felt all them 3 minutes. That shit probably took like days or months on even years to put that shit together for sure. So big shout outs to the team. That shit looked good. Over the Garden Wall is always an October classic for me, and always recommended goodness and stuff like that. So shout outs to all that hard work and stuff like that. It came out good. I always think somebody said it on Twitter, but I always agree that they kind of dropped the ball with the idea of doing like some holiday specials in the form of the way how they did Over the Garden Wall. Over the Garden Wall was done in it was like 8 mini-sodes, and they were like 10 minutes a pop, but you put it all together and it made like a beautiful special. And it was like how old school TV used to be, how they would they would drop like 2 episodes and then you'd come back the next night at the same time and watch like them 2 other episodes, and then it's like you keep on the mystery hanging, and they had the best cliffhangers after those 2 episodes, and you'd have to wait the next day and be like, you'd be so hooked throughout that whole week, and you'd have somebody like hooked for that. And it's a seasonal special, so it goes along with spooky season and shit like that. Like them not doing more of those. I mean, man, they should have had somebody in the kitchen trying to cook something else. That would have been nice to add to a new holiday special.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, man, Cartoon Network. Like, man, I mean, they always looking for shit to bring up. So, hey, man, if they did, I'm always here. If they wanna let somebody storyboard another thing, maybe a Christmas. Niggas always need Christmas time animations or something like that. That'd be a fun, whatever. If they was doing like a mini soda Christmas thing, I don't know what they could figure out, but somebody out there got a script or something.
True.
Yep,
Figure it out.
Yep.
Figure it out.
Yep. Maneuver and whatever they can fix on that shit. So that closed the book on the Nerd and Reboot news, and now we switch over to the main event. The main event segment of the evening. We about to step into some. So this is our Black Morpher Power Ranger spoof type stuff. We are hitting it with WMAC Fighters episode 1 and 2. But before we step off, I'll go straight into some fast facts history. So this show is an American live action TV show under the sports genre, created by 4Kids Productions, Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment, co-producing in the Power Rangers franchise. That Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment is like right there under the Power Rangers franchise banner at the time. That's why you would probably there's a feel of Saban here when you watch the show for sure. This is 2 seasons, 26 episodes, created by Carolyn West and Alfred Kahn, syndicated by the Summit Media Group, running from September 16 of 95 to 1997. And a basic breakdown is a competition show between characters, kind of like live action Mortal Kombat with no powers. Like Mortal Kombat meets Power Rangers pretty much.
Definitely got heavy Mortal Kombat vibes with this.
Oh, definitely. So we step into episode 1, Meet the Masters.
Hey, so we get our opening intro, and I remember some of these people. Mm-hmm. I was like, I remember the Machine, and I'm like, hold on. I was like, oh, I remember the Luke Cage-looking dude, Superstar.
Yo, Superstar.
Yeah.
We got
Great
Olympus.
Wolf. I remember Great Wolf. Yeah, I was like, oh, I remember some of these people. Oh, snap.
Red Dragon, Tiger Claw, Tsunami, Star Wars, and Turbo.
And like I said, I could definitely see the Mortal Kombat influence all over this.
Oh hell yeah, man! It was as
we got Johnny Cage, we got Jack, we got Luke Cage.
They legally could not say the names, but they said we gonna rock with what we got.
We know exactly who was who.
I feel like I seen this, but I never sat down to actually watch it. I feel like it was one of those things that I was flipping through channels, and I was and I saw something, and I probably thought in my head it was Mortal Kombat, or maybe the Mortal Kombat movie that they were just fucking around with, and then I was like, oh, all right, and it just passed it by.
It's like as the intro's coming on, I would see flashback that too. Oh, I remember you.
So the basis of WMAC is World Martial Arts Council Master.
Yep, they said you got some rounds. Your goal is to defeat 10 opponents so that you can challenge the current champion.
That belt remind me of the Gift of the Gods.
Listen, if Lucha Underground took from this, I would not be surprised.
I understand. First of all, I mean, it's a championship belt. Everything returns back to wrestling one way or another. It's a championship belt. It's got all the zodiac signs that people got. That's their insignia. You put it into the belt, and then you sacrifice it for a championship opportunity.
Because watching this, I definitely got those Lucha Underground vibes. I can see the similarities, and
I mean, to be honest, that's exactly. I feel like when they pitched Lucha Underground, they probably pitched it like this show because it's an American live action TV show, sports genre. This is kind of all that would flow into something like Lucha Underground and wrestling just in general.
Yep, it's sports. Yep, it's a sports based show, but it's very character driven, and I was like, that's exactly what Lucha Underground was.
Exactly, for sure.
So at this point, we open up and we see Tsunami and Great with talking, and Tsunami is teaching him how to say his name in his Native American tongue.
Yep.
And then we get our intro to the machine.
Yeah, Hakeem the Machine.
Right, and they're just figuring out where their nicknames come from. Yep. So they're just giving background and stuff like that. And they ask Hakeem, and Hakeem was like, "Listen, they're like, why you call yourself the machine? Like, you're gonna find out."
Yeah, yo, they was messing with the machine. The machine wasn't fucking with that, so he ready to scrap with the wolf.
And then we get our intro to our announcer, and we're at Universal Studios.
Yo, bro, talk about a take back.
Right? I'm like, oh, okay.
From the logo, from the classic logo to everything, man.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Let's talk about Universal Studios and like WCW and shit like that. Like, yo, the WWE, the WWE, the WCW, the wrestling connections, all this stuff is just palpable right here.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of promotions that have come through Universal. So
yeah.
Right, so we get right. So they're telling us about the World Martial Arts Council, and they're telling us about how things are going to go.
I mean, think about that shit. This was running from 95 to 97. So this was like when they were off. WCW probably came in when WCW was off. They was using this
probably. Or they probably using different studios. So Universal's kind of big. So probably. Yeah. So I'm sure there was some overlap and some crossover between. Probably. I'm sure they talk to each other.
Shit. Now I'm thinking, yo, imagine Glacier popped up.
Hey, maybe Glacier was an idea from here.
You know what? That could have been a collaborative,
right? Like maybe we got this idea. We not WCW. Like yeah,
like we was technically getting away with it, but hey, maybe I might slide that over.
They're like we can't use it. Like it's too much like Sub-Zero. We can't. They said we can do something with this.
We can maneuver it. We'll make sure we don't tell nobody.
Right. This wrestling, they ain't gonna say nothing to us.
Exactly. Let it slide before somebody snitch.
Right. We a whole different job, but they ain't gonna say nothing to us.
No facts. And look, Glacier now. Glacier's still out here doing shit.
And so next thing you know, we have our announcer, and she's giving us our intro to King the Machine.
Yep.
Giving us his background and stuff like that.
They play a promo package and everything. I was like, all right.
Yep. And his discipline's kickboxing.
Whole ass jacks.
Yeah, for real. And then, right? So at that point,
then we got
our next competitor. Yes.
Yeah, we got the Wolf.
Yes.
Jimmy Webster.
Yeah. Yep. And they're telling us how he gets his little promo package and his martial arts discipline. Karate. Yeah.
And then after they hit him with the promo package and the work and stuff like that, they enter the ring.
Yep.
And so they enter the area, the arena. And commentary, Sharon Lee, who explains the rules and what the winner gets, how they building up to go against Turbo the champ. But they show off both men's like stats and stuff like that, and break down. And that's when we get the intro to the life bar counter.
Yep, you get the extra to the life bar counter. They tell us basically the judges are going to be judging them anytime they take a hit or technique is off. Their counter goes down, and then they send out the Kabuki Warriors, aka the Dusters.
Here come the ninjas, the dusters, the putties, the job squad,
right?
Anything that you need, bro. These niggas coming out to sell.
Yeah. So now at this point they scrap.
Yep.
And we see the bar. We see the bar for each person.
Yep. They scrap
with their symbols. And time they take a hit, that bar go down.
Yep. And the ninjas start to overwhelm, and the go-to thing is the two warriors to team up so they can kick some ninja ass before they start one-on-one.
Yep. So they're fighting. They scrapping. They scrapping. And I noticed the Kabuki Warriors got two masks on. I was like, that's some kind of fake. I would see what's going on here.
They trying to. It's not round one basic ninjas. They said let's hit them with the extra advanced ninjas.
Yeah. Oh, Atlanta's got some good moves going on here. You got the crowd in there cheering.
Yep. Crowd's excited, but they still getting folded.
Oh yeah, we get to see competitive moves. So eventually the Kabuki Warriors go away, and the ref in that match lets them know it's 1-on-1.
I like how like at some point the ninjas just get their ass kicked so much that they just call the bell and then they just run out of there.
Yeah, like Kabuki Warriors exit. it.
And they get to scrapping that 1-on-1.
And they tell us that the Kabuki warriors are actually trainees. So you have to train.
Oh, well,
to
there you go.
A master.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Then you can actually compete in this actual tournament.
Well, then they definitely job squad. They the young lions. They definitely getting stretched out.
Yep. So there we got our 1-on-1.
Yep.
Scrapping. They're going. Oh, okay. All right.
Machine wash.
Yep. Doing good. Yep. And then eventually that last hit.
Yep.
And you see the symbol. You see the symbol for Wolf go boom.
And you got the machine as the winner.
Yep.
Moves on to the finals of the night.
Yep. So that was the winner. And we get out. And so
the next one up, we get our next squadron of Superstar versus Red Dragon up next.
Yep, we sure do. But we get a little more. We get a little more interactive character work here.
Yep, back at the headquarters.
Yep, and I like these interactions.
Yeah. Nah, this gets you endeared to the characters and stuff like that. Whether they win or lose, I mean, at least you'll remember them.
Right here, we get interaction with the Tsunami. We Superstar. We see the machine come back.
They giving Hakeem his props and stuff like that. But then we run into Superstar, and you get Superstar's whole personality right here because he talking mad shit.
All the shit.
Extra spicy.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm with it. I was like, okay, all right, Superstar, I see you.
You are in any of these, whether it's reality based or something, you always got to have that hot head talking all that extra shit, talking about like, I'm gonna smoke y'all. Don't worry about me. I got my shit and do.
Yeah. So then we get ready for the next match, which is Red Dragon.
Yeah, we get the promo video dropping.
Yeah, we got Red Dragon coming out here and Superstar. So it's Red Dragon versus Superstar.
Yep. They get sent to the Doom City Zone.
Yeah,
and they take on the Black Ninjas.
Yep, and they also, they get their own little promo package.
Yep. Of course.
And I was like, ooh, okay, I like the little promo packages. I'm like, okay, this is good.
Yep. Always good promo packages on there. They know the build up. They know what they need.
They build up the characters, getting people invested, and then I'll tell us that both of these two are crowd favorites.
Yep. You could tell the people's hype. Right. And when they got into that Doom City Zone, they said the environment counts. So there's some elements like depending on where the arena they're, just like video games. If you're in a certain stage and shit like that, environment counts.
Yep. So they said basically they have a whole bunch of environments around the arena, and the competitors don't know which environment they're going into until they get out.
Yep. Mystery portal.
Yep. So then at this point we see Red Dragon. They give us a little, tail of the tape for Red Dragon. Tell us what his signature move is, how many medallions he got in his belt. Same thing for Superstar.
Yep. How good they are.
Yep. So Red Dragon has 5, Superstar has 8, and whoever gets the 10 gets to challenge the current champion.
Yep. Mr. Turbo sitting at the top.
Yep. So now at this point they're fighting the Kabuki.
Yep. Back to handling that.
Which I laugh about the name every time. So I think about Oscar and Kyrie.
I mean, of course. I'm imagining they come out and then you can hear their theme song in the background while they having.
Yeah, but right now the Kabuki Warriors getting bought.
Yeah, they getting. I mean, come on, they getting certainly handled.
Yeah, especially in this go around. But now
these two top heads out here.
Yeah, but they getting the Kabuki Warriors starting to get their licks in. They started to get their licks in.
They got to sell a little bit. They can't just be only this.
Yeah, so they started to get their licks in. They took the X-Men school. Jump him.
Oh, facts. That's the best time when they work, when they divide and conquer and let them niggas go like 1-on-1 with each ninja. It's not gonna work. It's only gonna work if y'all all put mighty hands on them.
It's like, this 1-on-1 ain't working. Jump him.
Yeah, facts.
And then so at this point they told the ninjas to disengage.
So it's time for that 1-on-1.
Yep, it's that 1-on-1. And Superstar getting Red Dragon early.
Yo, so
Red Dragon came back. Got him some.
That's what I'm saying. But like Superstar was talking extra spicy, so he couldn't falter like this.
And like I said, so they was going back and forth. I'm like, okay, all right. I was like, come on, Red Dragon, come kill him, took all that stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Then it was getting close. But then Superstar finally got that last kicking.
Yeah.
Ooh, they go Red Dragon logo.
And taking out that health bar. Boom, Superstar wins. So Superstar versus the Machine is coming up for the finals of the night.
We get that old school Universal logo. I was like, the pretty globe. I was like, yo.
Oh, damn. Yeah, the globe. And that globe always reminds me of the Nickelodeon globe as well.
That sounds like, that's bad. That's taking it back.
So next up, we see commentator Miss Lee is back calling the next match, and participants talk about the other folk around. So back at the headquarters, we get the backstory of like tsunami.
Yep. So we get his backstory. Tell us how he read the book. It said basically water is the most powerful on Earth, and that's what he gave tsunami.
Yep.
That's his
And
nickname.
and I mean, makes sense. Hey, call that and the way it is. And then at the same time, we in Hakeem the Machine story, where you get to see Hakeem's personality as he got a level of cockiness to him as well.
Yep. So he starts to tell the backstory of how he nicknamed the Machine came.
Yep. How he got his black belt in the Taekwondo story.
Yep. Seriously, he said he was getting his black belt. He was training.
He was wilding out training.
Yep. He was like, listen, I ain't always been this calm dude. He's like, listen, back then, training, I met this guy, and this guy basically was making me look like a joke.
Yeah, man.
I got angry.
Him and his rival Steve.
Yep, Steve. He got angry. He's like, yo, he wasn't feeling Steve. So him and Steve, after everybody was going, they got back in and they started scrapping for real, for real.
Mm-hmm. He said, nah, Steve ain't gonna make me look like no bitch.
And then him and Steve scrapping, took the gloves off and everything. Mm-hmm. And Steve put on that work.
Yep. Homie got hurt.
Yeah, disgracing himself. He's like, listen, I'm here with my arm jacked up, my leg jacked up, sitting in this hospital bed. Had some time to contemplate life and my decisions.
Yeah, all the thoughts about Steve and how he folded your ass.
Yeah, like paper.
Shit, origami, my nigga.
Uh-huh. Right. So then we see his redemption story. He got out and started training again. He's
man, my son was putting in the Eye of the Tiger runs and all kinds of extra work and shit like that. He said I'm gonna make myself to full form, and then I gotta fold Steve back.
Oh man. And he's like, he remember his core teachings of martial arts and stuff like that. And he was like, the machine is like, he built the machine, keep his anger in check.
Yeah, he said his comeback made him the machine.
Yeah.
So when he finished all his ready to train and stuff like that, he came back to fight Steve.
Yeah. When he came back, he just thanked Steve for showing him what he needed to see.
Yep. He came back with a house full of fire. He came in with the gumption. He said, Steve, I want you. And he pulled up on Steve and he said, respect. Thanks for showing me the way.
He had to round kick that box. He had to round kick that heavy bag before that, though.
Mm-hmm. He said,
I gotta show Steve a little something.
I gotta show you. I got a lot left in the tank. He said, Steve, this is what I do, and kicked the shit out that bag.
Boy had that sand coming out of that bag. Steve was like, yeah.
He said, that's why I'm the machine.
Everybody in the arena was questioning that last part. Mm-hmm. Like, did he really kick the bag?
It was I don't know, bro. I believed you when you got your ass whooped and you got put in hospital. After that, I don't know, man. I don't know. I believe you got fucked up because you talk shit. Shit. So we go back to the crew out there in the headquarters, and he shook Wolf's hand in respect after telling their stories and stuff like that. And with that, we go into the final rounds of the evening. We got Hakeem versus Superstar next.
Yeah. So of course, we get our promo pack.
Yeah. This is where you get introduced to the Battle Dome, which is basically an electric steel cage match.
Pretty much.
Shit. I mean, shit. Now I can see where TNA took a certain idea for sure.
Right. So at this point, the rules are simple. Like, every time you touch the gate or the cage, you get a point.
Yeah, you get shocked.
Yeah, the person with the most points at the end of the 2 minutes loses.
Yep. So we get to scrap it in the cage.
Yep.
And first goes Superstar, then the Machine. So they 1 and 1 apart. Mm-hmm. Then they started scrapping around. Then Superstar again, so make it 1-2 lead. So machine down by 1 point. And then this is where they started using some combos and shit like that. Hakeem used the platform to dodge flying out the cage. I like the maneuvers that they was doing up in the cage. They realized they couldn't touch the shit, so they started flipping around that shit.
Yeah,
it was nice. I said Hakeem got hella strategy.
Yep.
So was maneuvering. He was one with the machine in the cage for sure. That's what he was maneuvering with.
Listen, he used everything that was available to him. There was one point where he barely touched it. I was like,
yo, they I like the Battle Dome, man. The idea at the end with the cage shit that spices it up for sure. So
right.
So
no kabukis, no ninjas, no Dusty 101 this time.
Well, keep that in mind for the next episode. But definitely they be maneuvering all their shit and stuff like that. But it still wasn't enough because Superstar sent him flying in with one mighty blow straight into the cage, and Superstar sent him in. So it's 2-2, but one with the most points in 2 minutes is the winner.
That's tied. That's correct.
Sudden death. So the time ran out, and then it went to sudden death. But then the final round goes, and Hakeem gets kicked straight into it, and he goes 3-2. Superstar win.
Yep.
So respectfully, Hakeem placed his key symbol in the Dragon's belt and hands it to Superstar.
I was looking at this when I looked at back. It was crazy because they told us if it was still tied, they'd go to sudden death.
Yep.
And Superstar had got that last hit with like 5 seconds left.
Yep.
And then,
It was a really nice. I really like the setup.
Keep going. He was like and then the buzzer went up. He realized he was out of time. He's like,
shit. He said, you ain't best the machine like that, man.
Right.
But it was all respect though. He took the L.
Yeah. He's like, damn it, I got Steve again.
Facts. He said, I'm gonna come back training, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna kick the Battle Dome.
And they show us some highlights, especially that kick that she
gave. Hell
yeah,
man.
Superstar setting up in the cage.
I'm telling you, them highlights was every time he was swinging off the top porches or the stuff that was trying to avoid electricity while he used that shit as combos.
Yeah, the highlights was lit.
Oh yeah. I like the Battle Dome fights for sure.
So at this
definitely
point,
spicy.
Yes, now at this point they're doing the presentation ceremony where the defeated competitor gives their badge to the winner and they add it to their belt.
And hands it over to Superstar, and he goes directly looking at Olympus.
Yep, because now he has 9.
Yep. So him and Olympus is up, and they almost ready to whoever wins out of them is going to see Turbo.
Yep, well, like, come see me.
Yep. So the episode ends off with a little message from Olympus, who explains this episode is based on discipline.
Mm-hmm.
So each episode has a little lesson that they want to teach everybody and stuff like that. And that closes out the episode for episode 1.
Yep.
So that was definitely interesting. Something.
It definitely was.
Yep. I mean, it all has the formula out here to put together an interesting ass show for what they do, especially around the 90s and stuff like that with the video game craze and Mortal Kombat and shit like that. It felt like the right time for all that.
Right? I'm like, we couldn't get a cameo from Off St. John or JDF in this piece.
I mean, they had 26 episodes. I don't know if they had like a little pop up because this is still under the same people of the Power Ranger franchise. So I wouldn't have been too shocked if they threw something in there.
Right?
Like tell a nigga to suit up real quick or something like that.
Oh man, maybe they was one of the Kabuki warriors. We never know.
Probably. Yeah, you're right. They could have been hidden. Well, imagine like 2 ninjas just showed up, and every time they try to fold the ninjas, all you hear is Kia.
We know for sure they can do that.
Between that and if for some reason you can't fold these ninjas, every time you flip them over, they reverse back and they flip you. Like, oh no, what the hell?
Like,
these ninjas are a bit too tough.
Like these ain't no noble ninjas. What's going on here?
I know one of these episodes they have to have where the ninjas like just directly just jump y'all too bad, and they don't even get to the 1-on-1 round. They just get their ass beat by the ninjas.
See a ninja do a hip hop keto. We know what happened here. Like, okay, we see you.
The ninjas come out with the Z circles, so they extra strong now. Can't beat them up, and for some reason they ain't hitting that big ass button in the middle of their chest, so they too strong now. They've been empowered by the power of Zed. But yeah, so on that next note, we get into episode 2. We're gonna step into Brothers in Arms.
Yeah, we get a nice intro.
Yep. Yeah. We open in on the studio in Florida, introduced with the competitors again.
Yeah. Okay, we here.
Yep. Yeah. We back into it. So we see the champion Turbo looking up above, waiting
to get the smoke, and then we get Shannon Lee.
Shannon Lee talking about how we gonna see Olympus fighting tonight.
Yeah.
But we also got brother versus brother. As we got Superstar versus Star Wars.
Yeah.
Interesting. They trying to make it spicy for this second episode. We got high octane drama with the brother versus brother, and then we got Olympus out here about to scrap.
Yeah, and then we see them sitting in a little dojo asking, it's wild that he's gonna have to fight his brother.
Yeah, and competitors talking all around about it.
Yeah, and then some of them was like, "Yeah, I got brothers, and they're martial artists, saying nothing new." And the machine, Hakeem was like, "Yeah, listen, if it wasn't for his brother, he probably wouldn't even be here." And then
and then we get sent into that flashback.
Yeah, he's like, listen, that Superstar was always a hot hit. He always thought he was the best martial artist in the world.
Yep, Superstar. We in the flashback we see Superstar folding folk.
Yeah.
But like cutting away from it, he was actually a star on a movie that went kind of too hard on stunts.
Yeah. Like, well, basically Superstar wasn't following the format like he was supposed to.
Nope. He ain't following the script. He ain't following the format.
Trying to get his stuff in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit. If that wasn't more wrestling than ever. He trying to put himself over.
Yep. So he knocked one of the stunt guys down. The guy's like, "Yo, that's not what we rehearsed." And the director cut.
So you need to get better guys, and that stunt dude took that shit to heart.
Good person, full on MJ person.
Oh, big fact. So I mean, with that shit, like right after he talked to the director, after he finished his rounds, he went out and went to go leave the studio when old boy, the stunt guy from before pulled up, and he was like, "Nah, bro, that's not how we work. That's not how we work here." And he got all his goons with him, and they ready to jump this motherfucker.
Yep, and during that point, his brother saw the whole thing, and his brother is trying to tell him, like, "Listen, bro, you doing way too much. You gotta stop doing that."
Yeah, they even walked past so they walked back this homeless dude, and they was like, they just started violating the bum guy.
Yeah, he's like, "I don't need to tell me how to do martial arts." Look, what next thing you know, the bum gonna tell me how to do martial arts,
bro.
Like, yep. So Superstar was like, "Thanks, but no thanks." Brother's trying to tell him, trying to be the voice of reason here.
Yeah, man. He like, "Bro, listen to me. You can't be this cocky, or somebody gonna whip that ass."
Yep, fact. And I'm just so then we see the stunt dude. And his
he part of a local gang. They wanted to teach him a lesson.
Yeah, so they throw the sheet on him.
They jump Superstar.
Yeah, kidnap him.
But in the midst of this about him he about to get jumped and stuff like that, they have to pause at the good part to see the next competition.
Yep. He's like, "What's happening?" He's like, "Wait, match started."
Yeah, so he get right into it, and we in the battle with the ninjas and the brothers handling themselves.
Yep.
So we already skipped. No promo packages needed. Here we go straight into the fight with the ninjas, and they as per usual, the ninjas is getting folded.
Yeah,
the brothers are working as a team and stuff like that, hitting them with combo moves and shit.
Facts, right?
Yep.
It's going down.
Yep, all the way to we get that 1-on-1 and it goes down next.
Yeah, and then this time the Warriors was getting it.
Oh yeah, they knew each other's footwork and maneuvers and shit like that, so they came with it.
No Kabuki Warriors got out of there. They're like, "We don't want no more smoke."
Oh nah, not from Double Dragon over here,
right?
Shit, treating us like we was on the train at 1 a.m., bro.
Right, and then it's brother versus brother.
Yep. 1-on-1 as it goes down, and they matching each other's moves. They know how to maneuver. They train together, so they know what they maneuvering with, and like Superstar tried to come back. Star Warrior was knocking them over and shit like that. They was going, mano y mano. They was getting their points.
Yep, Star Warrior holding his own against Superstar.
Yep. And they going back and forth all the way up to the point that Star Warrior knocked him down, and then eventually it got to the point in shockingly fashion where Superstar gives up to his brother.
Yep. He conceded. And Shannon was like, "Superstar has given up the match."
Yeah, we all shocked by that because he was talking extra spicy that last episode. So that for him to surrender, he was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And then we get a flash cut back to the flashback that's going on, and then that same bum comes out of nowhere, and then he just pops up using drunken fists on these niggas.
Yeah, everybody in the dojo was like, "Wow, he gave up. He left something." And then Akeem continues the story. Now we figure out why.
Yep.
So he's like, back to the story. He's like, the gang got Superstar, and they about to give him that work.
Yeah, dog whooping him.
Yep, until the bum show up.
Yeah, out of nowhere, and then he starts using that drunken fist.
Yep, start whooping them all.
And then out of nowhere, it's revealed that the bum was actually Star Warrior coming to save his brother.
That's right.
My first thought was, did he rob the bum? Because they was definitely having a conversation, and they saw the bum, so it wasn't the brother the whole time. So he must have gotten something off the. I don't know if he paid the bum for his clothes or something like that, but like,
probably gave the bum some food.
Hopefully,
something.
Shit.
I doubt he beat up the bum.
Hope not.
That'd be some interesting character development though.
Shit, come around and be like, my brother needs help, and I need that clothes now.
Right? Maybe he promised him a role on the set. I don't know.
Probably. Shit, you never know. You never know. Shit, he come back to his brother. He said, "Nah, bro, I had to promise some things in order for me to maneuver this shit."
But old boy got washed.
Yep. Maneuvered and saved his brother for sure.
Yep.
So now we understand the big respect regime between the two brothers, and why somebody that cocky as Superstar would relinquish his top standing to his brother.
Yep.
So we switch over back to Olympus arrives next, and he is facing off with Tsunami. So we go into the battle zone. This battle zone is called Ghost Town.
Yep.
And then in the midst of that, right as the two competitors are about to battle, they interview Superstar, but he won't comment on the giving up. Olympus needs the win to take on Turbo and stuff like that, so they getting all the information in order for the battle to go down.
Yep, Olympus definitely gave Turbo a look like, yeah, coming for you, homie.
He said, I know you probably took that belt off me, and I'm coming back for my belt, man.
Right?
So once the stats go up, the crowd pops.
Right, yeah.
And it's ninja battle time. So send in the Dusty.
Send him in.
And bro, son, one thing I took off of this for sure is I see, yo, you peep Tsunami hit that Hurricane Rana?
I did.
Yo, son, what? And they're like in the midst of them fighting the ninjas. This time they don't wait for the ninjas to all leave. So it's 1-on-1 with some ninja interference for sure.
Yep, they like, listen, it was like, let's go.
He said last time a couple of y'all was being so merciful, we was letting y'all, have y'all 1-on-1 after y'all come practice with us. Nah, not this time. We folding y'all mid go. So y'all better figure out that life bar while we kicking y'all in y'all spleen.
That's right. The warrior was like, yeah, boy, it's time for us to get us up.
Facts, At this point, I would have grabbed the ninja, threw that into my competitors for some extra damage.
Yeah, I think one of them got knocked into a well. It was all kinds of stuff. I'm like,
all kinds of carnage in the Ghost Town for sure.
Yep. Ooh.
So they
had. I think Tsunami did a Hurricane Rana.
Yep. Olympus out here putting in the work, showing he the strong man. of Tsunami, he proving he like water, hitting them Hurricane Ranas for sure, tossing them niggas one by one aside for sure.
Right. So they put in the work to the Warriors.
Yep. And trying to turn that battle on side of itself to each other and stuff like that. Olympus proving his strongness while he just totally dominating Tsunami.
Oh yeah, bro.
There's a one-sided ass kicking for sure.
Oof, let's go.
That scoreboard was saying something where they ranked that, and Tsunami was catching it.
Yeah. Oof.
So Olympus ends up folding Tsunami for sure.
Oh yeah, he definitely.
So then next thing you know, out of nowhere, we got the Yin Yang Man shows off some wushu for the crowd. So that's a little break time in between after Olympus had won his match. So they got the Yin Yang Man performing in front of the crowd and stuff like that.
I was like, dang it, I was rooting Tsunami, but
he had heart. I liked his backstory and stuff like that, but it looked like Olympus was too big a mountain to climb.
Yeah, because his thing went boom.
Yeah, extra folded. Hey man, you can get it next time, champ.
Yeah.
So as the Yin Yang Man starts to bust out his performance and stuff like that, he throws his staff at Turbo.
Yeah, I was like, it's like got beef.
Niggas got beef all around, bro. Turbo got some ops
for real. I was like,
just
like really don't like you,
just like Power Rangers Turbo. There's some diva toxins in the audience for his ass.
Yeah, I'm like, I was okay, right?
Are we doing this? So, okay. Yep. So Yin Yang Man bust through glam and bricks and stuff like that. Shit's crazy. Yep. So next up we got is Olympus versus Star Warrior.
You ever did the flaming bricks? You ever did the flaming bricks?
Nah, I only did the boards and the regular bricks. I wasn't that level. That's probably like 8th degree black belt or some shit.
I just had to ask.
Nah, I hear you. I've been through the boards and I've been through, and I was through brick, but not to the flaming ones. Not. I don't think they was trying to put 13-year-olds through the flaming ones. So after Yin Yang Man is done with his performance, they said next up is the Olympus versus Star Warrior, the finals of the night. In the battle dome.
Here from the dome.
Yep. A whole noises and lights, just like WWE when they bring that down the Hell in a Cell. They watch it and they get ready for the maneuvers. But this time, this one's different because they send in the ninjas in the battle dome.
Yeah, I was like, hold up.
Yeah, I like the second episode. They got it spicy. They was like, nah, this is like when Rita would stack the decks, not just the villain, not just the monster grow. They're gonna throw Goldar, then they gonna throw the putties.
They started popping through the top. I was like,
they started climbing, and you know what that reminded me of? Remember that match that they had at TNA, the red dome thing where you had to climb out there. Yeah, that's what they reminded me when they started climbing up and hopping out that hole and that shit.
Yeah, so the ninjas started rappelling down. They're like, yeah, we gonna get us some now.
Yeah, they said, what you gonna do now? You gotta avoid the cage bars. You're gonna be electrocuted. So it's not easy just to hold us now.
They're like, yeah, we got the advantage.
it's the Battle Dome. This is all that it matters, man. You lose this, you folded.
So you fight each other and you fight. They had more ninjas. They was coming. They was like,
yeah, that was the amount that you had to fold inside, and then you had to watch them come in from outside. Then you got to watch your opponent, your life bar, and everything. The spiciness is coming down for sure.
Yeah.
So the first point goes to Olympus, as they started to come from above. So it's 0-1 so far. Then the second point goes to Star Warrior and stuff like that. So he ties it up 1-1. You know, they're going back and forth in the cage and stuff like that. The next point goes to Olympus, where it goes to 1-2. I like the platform use of it all. They maneuvering and sticking and moving and shit like that, just like Hakeem showed us in the last fight. Then it ties up with Star Warrior coming back with another. This fight is spicy, going 2-2. And then thanks to the ninjas, it goes 3-3. These ninjas is not gonna be denied this time. Send them both into the cage. So they on a 3-3, and the ninjas leave it for sudden death.
Yep. And then Olympus gets that last kick.
Yep. That final Karate Kid style side kick and shit like that. 3-4, and Olympus gets the symbol from Star Warrior.
Yep.
Yeah, you get to put the full belt together, and he's ready, staring a hole through Turbo. Yo, he like, man,
Turbo don't look pleased at all.
Nah,
he
bro,
ain't feeling this.
He said, you was not supposed to get back here so quick. I'll put you at the back of the line, and here you is coming back again for this world championship that you not gonna get, boy.
Yo, I'll tell you, Turbo was not pleased. Yo, the look on his face was like,
he said, Austin, Sunday, no mercy.
Yeah. Like, I got all 10. I'm coming.
Shit, I already hear the Limp Biscuit, the My Way promo was hitting already, because we about to go into to WMAC Mania.
Pointing to Turbo with that Booker T. I'm coming for you.
He said, I need this title more than anything I need before in my life. I'm gonna do anything to get it, and you'll never forget the name Olympus.
Right, and then we get our goodbye from Shannon Lee, and we get our Universal Globe one more time.
Yep. At the headquarters, we end off the brothers give props, and we sign off with Sharon Lee, and that's the end of the second episode. So, co-host, what is your final impressions of the first two episodes and the series as a whole?
Man, this was a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, to talk about a time capsule for sure.
Oh yeah, and honestly, I enjoyed this little bits of it. I'm like, this was cool. Yeah. I remember watching parts of it back in the day, and I was like,
yeah, I think the idea is for perfectly for its time. It's fun. They didn't have no internet around to look up nothing, so these are just some fun ass characters and stuff like that. I said going into it, I didn't know what to expect, and I mean, with it being under those Power Ranger banners and stuff like that, I thought it might have been like a show, but like knowing it like being a sports field kind of competition shit, it's like the wacky creative minds of what we could have done under the sports genre. Like, imagine if this shit was like put in the Olympics, because like everything funky just goes into the Olympics eventually. So imagine like something like this went to the Olympics.
That would be wild, real.
Yeah, it'd be just funny shit, just ninjas and put more people in the Battle Dome.
Listen, the Battle Dome was cool. Like I said,
Battle Dome fire, bro.
This was around the American Gladiators time.
Oh yeah. This is definitely up that shit. Put all the gladiators in the Battle Dome, baby.
Yeah, that's when they said Turbo. I was like, which one?
Shit, there we go, man. Shit, man. Yeah, put the Rangers in the Battle Dome.
Right.
That sounds like an episode in itself, yo. Just say Diva Talks or
that definitely sounds like something King Mondo would do.
Exactly. Or King Mondo, like transport the Zeo Rangers into the Battle Dome, put a little lock on it so they can't go out, or Zordon can't like transport them out and stuff like that, and then send in your monsters, or set in the monsters that's already been destroyed and make it like a reviving graveyard. All the putties, all the monsters they deserve, they just keep responding.
I swear, did King Mondo or one of them do something like that when the time he got mind control that one time?
I feel like he did. I feel like it was like a situation. I don't think they got like a lock on it like it was a Battle Dome, but I feel like he was in one of his arenas.
Yeah. I was like, this looks familiar.
Man. Yeah, it sounds like something, man. But like I said, this is as much a WWE wrestling style take on more martial arts and video games, and it's interesting and funny to see it. Seriously, I'd watch the championship match after this for sure, because it looked like it was spicy between Turbo and Olympus.
Oh yeah, right. What happened?
Yeah, man, you got to see who's the winner, man, and maybe they give some more backstory on why these two hate each other so much. They give me
he got some ops.
They give me Goku Frieza. They definitely beefing. Yeah, man. But yeah, so that closes the book on WMAC fighters for sure. They WMAC Masters out here being the fun kind of Ranger spoofer stuff like that. So that was a good time. Close the book on that. And for our preview with our next review episode, there was speaking on that same energy with wrestling and interesting stuff just alike. A new series just popped up on Max. It's full of black girl magic, and I definitely wanted to step around with it. It's an interesting show so far that I wanted us to chat on it for sure. So I think next episode we should talk about The Invincible Fight Girl episode 1 and 2, currently streaming on Max with new episodes dropping on Sundays.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Let's step into that fight, that anime meets wrestling, and black people. Hey man, sounds fun.
Sounds interesting.
Yep. So on that note, we got an email set up at blerdbynature@gmail.com, Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Blerd By Nature, Twitter/X at Blerd By Nature, nature spelled Nature. Co-host, hit us with the YouTube.
You can find us on YouTube by searching for Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Yep. And we are available on all podcast platforms. Indeed, our last uploaded episode, as time of this recording, is our Psycho Ranger with Michael out here and chatting and stuff like that. We are still going through the backlog. We will be dropping episodes all around as we can, as we're cooking it up and stuff like that. Any final notes before I hit the outro, co-host?
Raise the cage in the battle dome and take us home, co-host.
Yeah, dodge the electricity, and them ninjas is coming eventually. Thanks for joining us today from Black Thoughts and Nerd Power. This is Nicholas, Mr. Go With The Flow.
And this is the man with the plan, Maurice.
And this was another edition of the Blerd By Nature Podcast.
Thank you for listening, everyone. And until next time, peace.
Ninja Star.